So for today, the tolerance test, we'll be using these apparatus. First of all, we'll be using the dropper. Secondly, we'll be using a Bunsen burner. Third, we'll be using a beaker. Fourth, we'll be using a glass rod to mix the mixtures together. Then we will be using 4 different test tubes. In addition, we will be using a thermometer. As for the materials for the tolerance test, we'll be using sodium hydroxide 10%, silver nitrate solution 5%, and finally, ammonia solution 5% weight by weight.
So hello everyone. You're with me here today and we'll be doing tolerance tests. So right now we'll be preparing the tolerance reagent. By the name itself, I'm sure it is important for you to prepare tolerance reagent first.
Hey, Cindy, why didn't you prepare tolerance reagent earlier?
Well, that's a great question. For the question, the simple answer is, by preparing it freshly, we can avoid such explosion to occur. So without further ado, let's prepare tolerance reagent first. So all we need to have is to have a sodium hydroxide solution, 10%. So we'll be adding a drop of it. Into an empty test tube. So the next step is that we're gonna add 1 centimeter cube of silver nitrate solution into the empty test tube. So the next simple step is that after you have mixed all the mixture into the test tube, well, it is important for you to mix the mixture, am I right? So we'll mix it with a glass rod until everything dissolves. So the next simple step is that you have to add the ammonia solution drop by drop into the test tube. So we'll be adding the ammonia solution drop by drop until all the precipitate dissolves. So after all the precipitate dissolves, we'll be waiting for the next step. Well, now you've completed to do the tolerance reagent. So for the next step is that you have to add the tolerance reagent into the 4 different test tubes containing 4 different compounds. So we'll be naming compound A in test tube A, compound B in test tube B, compound C in test tube C, and last but not least, compound D in test tube D. So all of these test tubes will be added with tolerance reagent.
So now, we will be adding 1 centimeter cube of compounds A, B, C, and D into the respective test tube. Shake the test tube slowly and note the formation of the silver mirror. Allow the test tube to stand for 3 minutes and observe the precipitate.
If there's no precipitate, warm the mixture in a water bath at 65 to 75 degrees Celsius for 3 minutes. Then, record the observation.